You know, usually in Enyimba Stadium, these fans are never left out. They also travel with the team wherever they play. The Organized Supporters Club of Enyimba International, they are here in their numbers today, set to support their team to victory, of course. And that's what they always wish whenever they have their team playing. And they've celebrated so many games, so many victories this season. But on this ground, they've never been defeated this season. And of course, these players, they have a lot to prove that their second position placing before this match kicks off has not come as a fluke. And of course, they've done very well away from home, and coming back home, they've not lost, but they have drawn 4 times right here on this pitch this season. And so they've lost points also here, but they've never lost all 3 points in any game. Emmanuel Olowo, you just saw him making his debut for Kano Pillars today. And of course, he came from Sunshine, where he was almost surplus to requirement. And Enyimba clad in all blue outfit, the blues of the Nigeria Glow Premier League. Of course, on 2 occasions, Kano Pillars picked up a draws here. In 2008, it was 2-2, and in 2012, 2-2 also. So whenever they draw, it's always been 2-2. Moving it, Refine Georgia, handball, penalty. Great opportunity for Enyimba to open scoring here. The defender handled the ball clearly inside the box, and that hand was out, stuck out, and that's the more reason why the referee has pointed to the spot for the penalty to Enyimba International. The fans are beginning to dance and expecting the ball to, and it will be between whoever is going to take it and this man, a fellow high, who was simply fantastic when he kept his side in the game in the match against Bayelsa United in Ogara. Ago says, get off the 18-yard box, cleared it up for the penalty to be taken. It's going to be Ifeanyi George against a fellow high. On the bench there, you see Nzubia Nezemba. It's Ifeanyi George that is set to take it. The fans already celebrating. Ifeanyi George, 3 goals so far this season. Ifeanyi George waiting for the referee's whistle. The referee asking the players to stand behind the 18-yard line. Look at the fans already celebrating. Ifeanyi George takes it slowly. Ifeanyi George, very cheeky penalty, and a great one at that. Enyimba goes into the lead, and Ifeanyi George makes it goal number 4 of the season. And so Ifeanyi George gives Enyimba the lead here at the Enyimba Stadium.
Despite the antics of Tio Afeloka in goal, Ifeanyi picked his spot and powered it powerfully and chose the left side of the post of Theophilus Alekola. There was power, there was direction behind that ball.
And that was the only goal Enyimba Football Club of Aba needed to beat Kano Pillars in Matchday 24 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. That penalty kick gave them all 3 points. It's time to talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League. It's getting better and better, and you agree when you start hearing the statistics. These guys love talking football right here in the country. Toby Adepoju joins us now, and Oyinwuchi Nwachuku. Guys, good to have you around.
Yeah, a pleasure to Austin.
Yeah, good to be here.
Tell them, Toby, what I told you on Friday.
You made mention of it. Nasarawa might. You said they might just turn pillars, but I said, Kano.
Kano.
I never believed.
12 years.
Seriously, I was not even expecting Nasarawa to to make to get the job done. But good one.
That's what football can do.
It was an interesting weekend in the NPFL. 20 goals. Scored among 16 players, 2 players scored a brace, and the massive record Nasarawa United, getting that maximum 3 points in Kano. It was a great moment. It was a great moment. 202 games for Kano Pillars. Yeah, everyone have been saying a lot of things, but I think I really want to respect Kano Pillars for that record.
Exactly.
For 12 years, it's something that looks very, very massive for them.
It's a world record.
World record.
World record.
Maybe for Nasarawa United, a good moment for them. After they lost to Akwa United in the Federation Cup, they needed to made their fans smile, and I think this victory feel like as if you just win an NPFL title.
And that's it. With this,
you feel on top of the world,
like
as if you are winning the title.
End the season. So that's Caterpillar's unbeaten home run lasted 12 years, 44 days before Nasarawa United stunned them right there in Kano 2-1, and was also a good one for Nasarawa United because the 2014-2015 season has now produced 24 away matches after 245 matches. So confirmation of match day 25 results: Kano Pillars lost to Nasarawa United 2-1. Bayelsa United lost to Sharks FC by a single goal. Lobby Stars defeated the final by 1-0. Akwa United and Giwa, that was another tricky game. Yep. We talked about it on Friday, and it ended 2-2. The spoils were shared. Rangers, Enugu Rangers and Dolphins playing 1-1. Look at that. They are still dominant at home. Sunshine Stars, they were rampant against El Kanemi Warriors. 5-0 it ended. Warri Wolves, they defeated Wiki Tourist 1-0, despite the fact that most of these players are not eating food, being owed salaries here and there and allowances, but they are still struggling to win. But not good news coming out of Warri. We'll talk about it. Abia Warriors defeated Atlant 1-0, and Ekwara United defeated Toby Shooting Stars by a single goal. Which, let me get you talking. Which of the results got you talking?
Obviously in Kano. We can't stop talking about that game. It was quite historical. Many followers of the league were thinking if any team will break that jinx, beat the Pillars at home, it could be the top teams, like Enyimba. Dolphins tried, they were leading 2-0, Pillars came back and equalized, but Nasarawa United, it was unbelievable. Toby and I watched them against Akwa United in Abeokuta in the Federation Cup last Wednesday. It was a pathetic side for them. They lost and they wanted to go all the way, and they went to Kano and did the unbelievable. I think we have to commend, first of all, the referee. Austin, a female referee, it was part of history. Uloma, and all pressure, they put all pressure now.
A man, it would have been difficult for him.
There were even penalty calls for Pillars, but she, continued. She showed bravery.
I know.
Kano is not where you go and you are faint-hearted, because when you look at the crowd, you look at agitation, the pressure, and this woman was able to, withstand all this and, officiated very well. We have to commend that, and also commend the fans of Kano Pillars,
which is key.
Yeah, very, very key. Wiki, we talked about Wiki 2 weeks ago. They drew
against Nasarawa,
and their fans went on rampage. And losing 12 years unbeaten, and the fans, comported themselves. We need to commend them, and it's a victory for Nigerian football. We need to celebrate our own. I know how it would have been if it was an European club that had the 12 years. Everywhere we'll be talking about it, but we have to keep on talking about this. History was made yesterday, and Nasarawa United, Pillars, the fans, the referee, the credit must go to everybody that took part in that game.
And also, for one man, Akabri Udogo, the coach of Nasarawa United, he was assistant to Obaganaro. He said a lot of things, after the game, dedicated the game to Obaganaro. He learned a lot of things under him, and he knew he was so confident going to this game. One of my colleagues spoke to him and said, at worst they will get a point against Kano Pillars. I thought it's going to be difficult for them. They got 2 goals ahead, and Rabi Ali scored one back for them. Especially when Pillars trying to chase the game, in Kano, they always get it at least a point. And Nasarawa United, despite the pressure, our Pillars dominated possession. They held on. They looked very, very compact at the back. You need to give it to them. Bature, Manu Ubale, all the players involved, the coach, the management, they deserve this. And it is something huge. It is something huge. And I just hope maybe our Pillars might start again from next weekend, unless maybe they can get 400 games this time.
Let's see. So it's a good one for Nasarawa United as well, which is that we will keep talking about it, because this is our own football. We'll keep talking about it. Let's quickly talk about the top 4. A lot of people will be surprised. They are back on top of the table, and that's because they defeated Taraba FC today.
Yeah, the match was postponed because of heavy downpour on Sunday. The pitch was not playable, and it had to be played by 10 a.m. today. Musa Najari, scored the only goal. They missed a penalty. Maxon Ojobo missed a penalty. Taraba had scored a goal, but the referee said there was an infringement before that goal was scored. We didn't watch the game, so we can't really categorically say whether the goal was, a good goal or not. But the reality is that Enyimba are on top with 48 points. Sunshine, following 46 points. Warri Wolves 44, then Wiki Tourist 41.
Yeah, really, not really convincing result for Enyimba International, but the kitten it to maximum 3 points, especially when you're chasing it to win the league, which is very
match day 25, any point you can gather.
Taraba United with their new coach, mathematically, they still have a chance to survive in relegation. So they will always come with a big fight, and I think Enyimba, was tested today.
That's it. Bottom 4 Dolphins with 25 points, Sharks also with 25, Bayelsa United 22 points, and as Toby said, mathematically, Taraba FC, they can get out of that drop zone if they start getting those results. But let's quickly go back to the top 4. Warri Wolves, if you look at it, if they are consistent, Wolves can actually win this league title. But with all that we're hearing coming out of Warri, it's difficult.
Yeah, you mentioned a very key word, consistency for Warri Wolves. Sometimes they drop points when least expected. Case in point was when they lost to Rangers. Rangers even played with 10 men, and they were still able to defeat Warri Wolves in Warri. And they've not been too good on the road. And maybe because of the financial crisis that you talked about. How can you owe players 5 months and you want the maximum? And this team is doing well. They are third on the log. Yeah. They need a lot of motivation. They can't win the title. They can win the title.
You support your team.
So I don't really know what is going to happen. They didn't train today. They didn't train today, and you have star players who are key members of the under-23 team and the Super Eagles.
The entire Warri can go and represent us at CHAN.
Scored the only goal yesterday. So what are we talking about?
Sure. I mean, Austin is very, very terrible. You look at Warri Wolves, they almost got into the group stages of the CAF tournament, if not for the away goal. And just look at the performance, in the league also. I mean, 44 points, about 4 points behind Enyimba, and they are so close. And it's also their favorite to pick a continental ticket. You look at games they've got. They would travel to Atlant. They've got Warri Wolves that will play them on Match 32 in Warri. They have to face Enyimba also on the match day 13.